Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, this is the final video on making a coupler out of a hacksaw blade. Now, this is that flat car we started with. Obviously, it was a caboose because there was only one coupler on it. It's just I pulled this out of the parts box. And when you have a car with only one coupler, there isn't much you can do with it because you cannot use it as rolling stock. And I didn't have a tab and slot coupler to put on this. So I used the hacksaw blade and made a tab coupler rather than a tab and slot. It's simple, it's really straightforward, it only takes a few minutes to do it. Best of all, of course, is the fact that it works. So a hacksaw blade, heat it red hot, grind it to the right dimensions, make a couple of bends in it. It's mounted on the car with a paper joiner, and then I just put this oil tender body on it. So anyway, I just wanted to put this on the consist and pull the entire consist with it and give you a quick demonstration of how this works. So we'll couple this to, I've got an 898 here, and on this end, the slot, or the tab, as you see, drops directly into that slot, and we are ready to run. And as you can see, that does not look bad. And you have the satisfaction of knowing you made it yourself. The best thing, of course, is that you now have a coupler when you didn't have one a few minutes ago. So let's take this around. 898 pulling tin cars with a coupler made from a hacksaw blade. So, as you see, it works absolutely perfectly. From a foot away, you cannot tell that is not a factory coupler. And the nice thing about it, of course, is it will work and last virtually forever. And it's made out of steel, mounted with a paper joiner. It's never going to pull off of there. It works absolutely perfectly. The nice thing about it, of course, is it looks nice, and best of all, it doesn't cost anything. Because without a coupler, I was stuck. And I am out of tab and slot couplers, so whenever I come across a car that is in need of a coupler, and if I don't have one, I just make one. So I figured I would do a quick video on making a new coupler from a hacksaw blade. So I keep all my old hacksaw blades, snap them in half, throw them in the parts box so they're there when I need them. And as you see, you have a new coupler where you did not have one 10 minutes ago. It only takes a few minutes to make this coupler. A couple of bends, as you see. This is mild steel, and 2 bends to bring it up to the right height, and then 1 bend to make and form the tab. And then just file this so there's no burrs on it, so it doesn't hang up when you put it into a slot. Mount it with a paper joiner, and you are set. This is going to last virtually forever. And the best thing about it, of course, is that it doesn't look bad. It's not perfect, but it works, and it gives you a coupler where you did not have one, like I said, 10 minutes ago. So it takes a few minutes to do this. I mean, literally. It takes a few minutes, drops directly into any tab and slot, also works with knuckle, also works with plastic tilt. So it'll couple with virtually anything. It works, and it looks nice. And if you wanted to make it actually look really nice, you can heat it red hot, drop it into motor oil, and it'll turn jet black. So I just want to do a quick video on actually making a coupler out of a hacksaw blade, completely from scratch. Like I said, it only takes a few minutes. The nice thing about it is if you don't have a replacement coupler, you're stuck. And in this case, it only takes a few minutes to make one that is more than acceptable. That'll last virtually forever. It'll couple with virtually any coupler that Marx makes other than the original steel tilt. Steel tilt doesn't have a slot. Plastic tilt has a slot. This will couple with plastic knuckle, and of course it'll couple with tab and slot. And it looks nice. I don't think anybody would object to that. And the nice thing about it, of course, is you made it yourself, and it didn't cost anything at all. It's made out of an old hacksaw blade that was useless. Once they get dull, like I said, I just take my old hacksaw blades, I snap them in half, and put them in the parts box. And that will last virtually forever. 100 years from now, that coupler will be on there. So I just want to do a quick follow-up video on this. It's simple to do, only takes a few minutes. Simple hand tools, a pair of pliers, and a pair of needle nose. That's really all you need, and a file, of course. But it's straightforward, just a couple of bends. So take a hacksaw blade, heat it red hot. That destroys the temper and removes the paint. Grind the teeth off. Grind the other side to match. Make your bends. Cut it to length. Bend your tab and file it smooth. And you're up and running. And it gives you a piece of rolling stock where this flat car originally only had one coupler on it. And like I said, I was out of tab and slot couplers. I didn't have one to put on there. So just wanted to do a quick video on this. It works nice, or it looks nice, it works well. Like I said, I don't think anybody would object to that. It works really well. And from a foot away, you can't tell that is not a tab and slot coupler. It works. Works really well, and best of all, you made it yourself, and it costs nothing. So just a quick follow-up video, making a coupler from a hacksaw blade. Anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.